what's in the bag. Picked up at my local thrift store just a couple days ago, and just want to do a quick reveal and talk about what's in the bag. Alright, let's check it out. Alright, we are gonna start off big. We're gonna start off with we're doing this backwards. Usually you want to save the best thing for last, but I'm just jumping right in. The best item that I picked up when I just hit the thrift store was this Nylint. I think I'm saying that right. Nylint, N-Y-L-I-N-T. This is a very popular, or was popular, diecast, car vehicle. They do really well. Some do better than others, like most things. But this is a promotional Sylvania. I believe they do like lighting. That's what I know them for. But this is a vintage pressed steel Nylint. It's in really excellent condition. I cleaned it up just a little bit. But this was priced for about $7, which is a little high for me. I like to usually focus on grab bags at my local thrift store. But I'm not going to pass this up. I put this in my cart. Did not hesitate. When I looked it up, I was pleasantly surprised to see the comps on this. Although not a lot of comps, and this is not something that sells all the time. It seems to be a little more rare. But the couple comps I did find, like one around $90, another around $70. I knew this was a good find, and it was definitely coming home with me. So I listed this the night I picked it up, just a couple nights ago. And I got an offer right away for $50. I did not take that offer. I think I have it listed for just under $70. I'm kind of at the low end of the market. So I'm going to try to get full price for it. I'll at least sit on it for a week before I take an offer. But that was the best, I think anyway, it's the best item I picked up for the highest return for what I picked up. But yeah, you can check out the listing. I'll throw it up above in the video somewhere. But it's a really clean, really good condition Nylint Sylvania. I think I said that right. Yeah, if you come across these, they definitely are worth looking up. Again, not all pressed steel Nylint vehicles have a big resale. Some of them are a little more generic. But the promotional ones, or ones that are, like this one here, it actually says on the back, Chevrolet. So anytime you come across, where there is an actual like brand recognition, you definitely want to look those up because it'll be worth it most times. So I walked in the thrift store when I picked these things up that I'm going to show you. I mean, I was 10 minutes. I was really just doing a lap through the toy section and then back out. So I was pretty surprised with what I found. Found some pretty cool stuff. What I already showed you, the truck. But this is probably one of the coolest things I've found in a long time. It's in a bag because this actually already sold. I've had it listed for about 2 to 3 days and it just sold for full price. But I'm about to pack this up today, but wanted to show it before it got out the door. This is a foam head. It's a dog head foam head. There's no NFL like actual branding on it. There is the the Cleveland Browns logo there, but again, I don't see anything that is actually affiliated with the NFL, like no actual logos. But I was surprised, not surprised, but surprised to see how well these resell. This one, again, really excellent condition. It is 100% foam throughout. I've never come across one of these before. Again, this is something, the first night I listed it, I had a couple offers come in for $20, and I was like, I'm gonna sit on this. I think it sold, I think I had it listed for like $37, $38, and I believe I got full asking price for it today. So if you come across these foam heads, they're definitely worth picking up. Pretty cool. Haven't come across these before, but this is just one of the items that was in the bag. Alright, so those are the main things that I picked up. I got a couple more things here that I just was not going to leave behind. And you'll see a theme that I'm carrying in this video, and it is diecast. So I came across these were actually in grab bags, which they usually are not. Usually I just pick these up on a shelf. But this is like a, I think it's like a backhoe type diecast tractor, construction vehicle. But the cool thing about these, they, for whatever reason, I don't know if people collect them, they get them for their kids. I'm not quite sure what the draw is for these, but this brand is Ertl. And again, I don't know if I'm saying that right either, but I sell, it's E-R-T-L, Ertl. I've sold diecast Ertl vintage over and over and over. So I always pick these up, especially if they're not broken. These have a little minor, let me show you here. So this toy, model, whatever you want to call it, it's 100% diecast, all working, moving parts. Can't tell if it's vintage, but it definitely has good weight to it, and that's always something I'm looking for. But I don't even know what this is called, but these are like kind of supports, beams that come down. Like this one pops up, like that's how it's supposed to be, and then comes back down. The other side is kind of where it's not, it's kind of a little wobbly, not securely in place, but it's not completely broken. Maybe someone who collects these can fix that. I paid $6 each for these, and I'll probably at least get 20 for each one. So not the biggest flip, but I just can't leave them behind. I know they will sell. I have the storage space. I'm not concerned about sitting on them. It's just a matter of time for when they sell. But always cool, always, and the other one. So I picked up 2 of these, and the same thing. I can't imagine the support is supposed to be, you know, in this manner. But even on the second one, the support's a little just doesn't operate like the other one. But again, it'll sell. It's clean, not so dirty. I'll wipe it down, or actually I already have wiped it down. But they sell. Ertl is the brand if you don't know about it. And another, before I move on, another thing with Ertl, it doesn't have a huge brand name on the back. You actually, unless you know to look for this, you're never going to find it because they stick the logo back behind this wheel. So you got to look at it like an angle with some lighting to even get the logo. So it's not something that's going to jump out at you, but when you see it, you always should just run the comps on it. It'll just be ERTL, Ertl. Alright, kind of talking a lot here. Oh, I forgot I got another good item in here, but before I get to that, as like I said, I hit the thrift store. I did a quick lap in my local thrift store. And in my lap, I walked through the hats, and I came across this tailor-made, like kind of denim-looking hat, like a light denim, has the tailor-made logo on the back. There's no damage on this hat. It's a really nice hat, gently used, great color, tailor-made. If you don't know, I mean, it's a brand that's high in demand when it comes to golf. So I have no doubt that, I mean, I got this for, I think, just under $3. I mean, again, not huge money in this. I mean, I may get 15 to 18 bucks for it if I'm lucky, but I wasn't leaving it behind. If you have watched any of my 7 videos that I've so far posted, a theme that I just can't help but speak to is I'm not afraid of the low dollar items, especially if it's easy to pack, easy to ship. They're both the same thing, pack and ship, sorry. If it's easy to ship, takes up no space in my storage. I'm not spending a lot of time on this. Goes in a poly mailer or in a box, out the door. Not a lot of time invested in flipping something like this for me. So I don't mind it. Alright, so another really cool item that I picked up and that I have a lot of success with in thrifting and flipping is Disney cars and Disney planes, pretty much anything Disney, but not anything Disney, but Disney planes. I saw this this character here, this if any of you are familiar with Disney planes, this is a very popular character. Don't remember his name, its name, PPF-51. I've sold the plastic version of this probably 10 times. It's a larger 15-inch toy, aircraft carrier style with the back flap that opens. I've sold that one, and that one ranges anywhere from like $30 to $50 on a flip, depending on the time of year. But this is the first time that I've come across this character in full diecast. This is about 10 inches, maybe. It's got some good weight to it. So I saw, and this was only like $4. And there is a lot of wear on it. You know, it's definitely been heavily played with, but all the important factors to it, like all the wheels are there, the propellers are not damaged. Outside of it just being heavily played with, I mean, this is comps. I thought the comps would actually be higher. I thought this might be like a $50, $60 used toy on eBay, but it sells around anywhere on the low end to 20 up to about 30. So it's still a good flip for me, easy to ship. So not mad at this. Like I said, I spent 10 minutes running through the thrift store, and I didn't even have a shopping cart. I just grabbed these things, held them in my hand, and checked out. All right, so I just got a couple more things here to show. And anytime I come across grab bags with figures in them, I give a little bit of attention. You never know if you could have some vintage G.I. Joes buried in a bag, vintage characters such as Star Wars, and that's what we got today. I think I picked up 2 grab bags, and out of the 2 grab bags, was it two or one? I forget. But I came across some Star Wars figures, 1 modern and 2 that are a little more vintage. So I got a modern, I'm spacing on this guy's name right now. But this is a little more modern of a figure. Nothing too fancy or crazy about this. It doesn't have the accessories, so I wouldn't sell this on its own, but I can lot it with what I'm going to show you here. I think this is a 1980 Han Solo figure, vintage. It sells anywhere from like $15 to $25 on its own. And then I have another vintage, I think in the 80s, I believe, Star Wars figure here that sells for between 10 to 15. Again, these don't have the accessories with them, so that drives down the price. If both of these had their weapons, I mean, I'd be looking at near, for both of them total, maybe 40, 50 bucks. So I may just throw all 3 of these up just for a quick $25 and call it a day. So I'm not mad at that. Then, you know, I got just, it looks like another modern Stormtrooper figure with a little arm action. Don't know what's going on there. Nothing too fancy. Then I got some Marvel characters, kind of like a 6 to 8 inch Marvel characters here. I believe this is like a villain from an Iron Man Marvel, and we all know who this is, Spidey. But I'll put these both up. I'll actually check what other figures I may have in my death pile and try to just throw these all together for a quick $10, $15. And then last but not least, just another figure that was buried in the bag. This is a Power Rangers, like a 6 to 8 inch figure. Nothing crazy. But nonetheless, that's just a quick what's in the bag. What I found at my local thrift when I did a quick lap. I definitely got some wins, some W's. Like I said, I got one thing already sold out the door that has paid for my whole haul. I think I paid a little more than I usually do pay, but I think I paid just under about $40 for everything I showed you. And this foam head alone has paid for the haul. You know, once I back out fees, maybe just a little shy, but nonetheless, pretty close. Already going to be in a profit as soon as I sell something else. But thanks for hanging out. Thanks for checking out what's in the bag. Peace.